2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got all the first-round action of the Bluff Championship coming your way. Hello all, I'm Luke Elvey. It's terrific to have your company as always here at 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Quack and John McCarthy, following all the action. Well, it's been a super championship so far. Let's see how this one plays out. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Currently at -1 following that hole. The second at Central Otago, Rich, is a par 5, which players feel like they'll be able to get there in 2, but they've still got to be very accurate.
They do. Some trees lining both the left and right sides of the fairway. Fairway does pinch in, so the bigger hitters need to worry about that. The second shot, though, back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that sits well above you. Massive outcropping of rocks on the right-hand side short, but anything missing long and left goes down to a really low valley area.
Nicely done.
Well, our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
And this one going left to right there, Luke.
Well hold. Let's move on. He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. The third at Central Otago is consistent with the rest of the golf course, Rich. Just a gorgeous little par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So lay up short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
It's just about 3 feet away. Oh, so close to a birdie. And that should secure the par on this one. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and he continues to share top spot alongside Rozang. The fourth is the first of the par 3s at Central Otago, requiring a very well-executed mid-iron shot.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow. Difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This for par.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Just one off the lead after that hole. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to be alongside you, my friend.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Time now for the second round of the Bluff Championship. Luke Elvey here. Welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. Our leader sits at 3 over as we get underway here on 2K Sports. Now out to the 10th. Good looking shot this. This is his second shot. 5 shots off the lead.
This one is chewing fiber.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5. Good shot there, Beamer. This one is a fair distance here.
This to move into a tie with Rose Zhang.
Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This one for bogey. Sitting at 10 over for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
That one's heading down Broadway. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. Well, it's been a thrilling week. Let's get to the coverage now. He finds himself with a share of the lead. The second at Pinehurst number 2, Rich. Tee it high, let it fly.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, open up the angle for the second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway. And one of the features that we'll be talking about at Pinehurst, a green that has runoff areas in all 4 directions.
Setting up here with a very long putt. This would be a great up and down. And he needs this to save par. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Updating the standings now, and our featured player is currently first, with Brian Harmon right behind him. The third, Rich, is a par 4, but it's a short one.
It is. Driver not always required by the players here, so anything finding the fairway will leave a second shot of, shortish length to a green that tilts from back to front and again has slopes that run in all different directions away from this green.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Oh, slow down. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? The fourth hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an outstanding and challenging par 4.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot, straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right-hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
Oh, little sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Let's return to live play now. Par putt coming up here. Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The par 5 fifth at Pinehurst number 2. One of the signature holes on the course and a real indication of the quality of the architecture.
Yeah, Corin Crenshaw did a fantastic job here. Fairway does camber from right to left. And from there, second shot back up to the hill to a green that tilts from right to left. And oh, do not miss your next shot to the left. Don't do it, because it's just going to keep going and going until it's gone.
Maybe going for the green, are we? And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This one's going uphill and moving to the left.
Is that a rush of blood? And this putt for first place on the leaderboard. Ooh. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. And finishing this hole with a little tap in. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Over to 6 we go, Rich. The first par 3 here at Pinehurst number 2.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
And that came out with some heat on it. And a touch of frustration popping in there as the putt just missed the hole. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. As you begin the 7th hole, a par 4, angles are of the premium.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, that almost went down. 4 feet to the cup. Putting now for a bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament. The 8th hole at Pinehurst number 2 works its way back up the hill.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
He's got this one for birdie.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. And the 9th at Pinehurst number 2 is quite a unique par 3 to finish the outward half.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
Putting for birdie. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Ooh, slow down. And as we transition into the back nine, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Sitting at 2 over. Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? Oh, this is right down the pipe. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Oh. A par putt on the table. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Over to the 11th tee, where you've really got to be quite accurate off it in this par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Before we head to the next, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And it's Max Homa in top spot. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Well, it's fair to say that Max Homa is filled with confidence these days, isn't he? And it just seems like he's going to keep adding title after title to his resume.
Yeah, what can you say more about Max? I mean, his game is just continually to evolve year in and year out. And it just seems like with every step that he takes, it's gargantuan for his confidence because he's just a tour-bred winner.
And that will take him now to even par. The 13th hole here at Pinehurst, number 2, Rich. Just another one of these beaut par 4s.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Yeah, not much to sweat there. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. On the 14th, another par 4, Rich, where, again, premium is on accuracy.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the second shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. And just 1 shot off the lead. Even for the day. Currently tied third, just a couple out of top spot. Time now for the fourth shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. This next putt is for bogey. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
A bit long on that one. Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Well, you want to win a US Open, a major title, you've got to go stripe it all the way home. And it starts here at the par 3/15th.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
Sitting at 2 over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Attaboy, good shot. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Setting up in the bunker here. Oh, almost went in. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
Time for the second shot on the 18th.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. He finishes up with a par at the last. Yeah, Rich, that was a nerve-wracking day. It was tense, wasn't it? Drama-filled and a tight lead to end it.
Tell you what, Luke, there could be massive fireworks tomorrow. This player, slender lead. Are they going to be able to get a good night's sleep tonight? I'm not so sure.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the second round of the Daybreak Classic. I'm Luke Elvey. It's lovely to have you back with us. As this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
It's right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Oh, this took a bad bounce to the left.
And the player's left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here. So close. Putting for bogey. And down it goes.
Yeah, well, you're used to making bogeys a lot, Luke. This player is not. I think that there'll be birdies to come, no doubt about it.
From about 200 yards out. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Ooh. Putting for a par here. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4.
A driver not required, just anything to put your tee shot in the fairway. Second shot will be shortish in length, but again, a green that has runoff areas in all kinds of directions. Still a good birdie opportunity.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Little birdie look in here.
He sits in first position. And now onto the par 4, fourth hole.
A little bit of a shoot type feeling that you have off this tee to a fairway that cambers left to right. Second shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room on the right hand side that you can use to bank the ball back onto the green. It is a difficult prospect though.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. That's disappointing. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And hole number 5 is a par 5. That'll work there. What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
I've done the calculations. It's 230 yards.
And back to the course with the live action. Sitting at 3 over par. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it going right to left here, I think.
And in it goes. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. And now onto the par 3, 6th hole.
Yeah, not too much to this one other than the fact that you've got a minuscule green here and you got a lot of runoff areas into both bunkers, right and left. Difficult to find the surface in one. Par is going to be a good score.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Here we are at the par 4, 7th hole.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Yeah, nicely played. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
And that brings to an end that hole. And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Second shot here on the 8th. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Hole number 9 is a par 3.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Here we have a par 5.
Just a long straightaway par 5. Really not much to it off the tee. Second shot, you've got to be mindful to put your third shot in a good position to maximize spin so you can control what the golf ball does once it lands on this green.
Great shot. Putting for birdie here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a little tricky to see. It's not a straight putt. There is a bit of right-hand movement at the end.
Oh, just missing the birdie there. Just a short putt remaining here. And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a third back right. This is another solid hole.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 12th hole is a par 4. That was wonderfully done. That should set up another chance.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And let's catch up now with Roseng. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow. Hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here. I've done the read. And this is a left to righter.
That will drop and it will extend the lead. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Decisions to be made. Do you take driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or do you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen, not as severe on the edges as others. He's
currently in first place. Hole number 15 is a par 3.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
And a par putt awaits him. That's disappointing. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Sitting at 2 over par. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Here is his 4th. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 13 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one, uphill.
Not sure how that putt came up shy. Was that a bit of a miss strike? And that will do it. Just a tap in required to finish the round. Well, that's some pretty tiny work through 2 rounds, Rich. Has opened up a huge buffer over the field.
I don't think I've seen 2 rounds this complete in my life, Luke. Having such a massive lead, how can they handle it?
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich...